successful, considering how awkward the timing was because we did it on pre-release weekend. We didn't think about that until like 2 weeks before. We were like, we'll just do it anyway. So, but I think we had like 15. I want to say 15 people.
I think it was like 14 or 15. Yeah.
So it was successful. Everybody had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun running it and just watching everybody play.
Nice.
So you
didn't play. You just ran the whole thing?
No, I was gonna play, but then I realized that somebody needed to run it.
So as a question, if you were gonna play, what were you gonna play? Miracles.
100%. I think it's the best deck.
Okay. All right.
Being fair is sometimes the best option, quote unquote fair, as fair as you can be in a format with Blazing Shoal and Hypergenesis.
Yeah.
Hypergenesis.
Savage.
But as we start every stream for Modern Magic Mondays, we just want to give a big shout out to you guys. Because for all of this to happen, we need you all. So big thanks to you guys. To Comic Kung Fu, Trip Roach, Cork Street Tavern, Christopher Bennett. You guys have subbed to the Patreon page and just basically have thrown money our way. You guys clearly never cast Hypergenesis. But thank you guys to both Trip and Chris for kind of throwing money our way, keeping the stream alive. And then we also have
all of our regular backers, if you will, that just have felt the need to throw some money our way because you guys are wonderful. Of course, number one, Drewski Brew, which I gotta send out your sticker because I didn't get a chance to go to the post office yet because I'm a slacker. But we've got our mystery donor Atticus, of course, Tatradamus, Dionysus Bacchus, or Eminem Chris. He's also been able to help out as well.
Whichever one.
I can't pronounce Lyle's name.
Lilagoyf.
Lilagoyf, thank you. So you guys were just like, yeah,
we got you. We got your back.
Nate Hop 34, Burgleton, and Stormdust 07 to round it up for everybody that's helped donate. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Do you memorize all those?
No,
I see it.
We got, of course, we appreciate everybody so much that we have everyone's name memorized.
Oh, Chris, we've got so much to teach you.
I've ruined it.
But 14 players for the No Ban Modern event. Yeah, No Ban Modern event. That's a tough one to say. And I've got all these fancy papers here. We've got deck lists. We've got things.
Oh, we got deck lists.
Oh, we got deck lists.
Yeah, I made everybody fill out deck lists.
Oh yeah. Nice guy.
Awesome.
So yeah, let's just hop into round one.
Let's kick it off.
There's 4 rounds tonight.
Yeah, 4 rounds of Swiss.
Yeah, 4. So I guess we'll do 6 rounds, if you will.
I think it's gonna be 6 rounds. I'm gonna let you pull that.
More or less.
And to start us off, we've got. It seems pretty normal to regular Modern, except with a twist.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Okay. So
Get our timer going here.
Dragonstorm versus Delver.
Yes.
I mean, I guess I'd expect a lot of Delver anyway, because it seems like a very easy format now to make your Delver flip.
Oh, totally. Especially with, you get Ponder, Preordain, just to name a few things for helping the Delver flip, and then you get broken cards like Treasure Cruise.
In case you all forgot about that great card.
You guys remember Treasure Cruise?
It wasn't bad at all. Ancestral Recall's never overpowered in any format.
So yeah, let's get those votes in, guys, if you're watching at home right now. Straw poll is up. Is it going to be Delver? Is it going to be Dragonstorm? As we're shuffling up. And I just have a question for you guys. What is the power level of a card like Ponder or Preordain? Or Mental Misstep? And, what are we about to see?
So, I feel like it's probably going to be like Legacy Light, essentially, with some of the power of Delver now, with all these cards like you're talking about, Ponder, Preordain. Mental Misstep, for those that don't know, is basically a Phyrexian counterspell, but it only counters something that costs 1 mana, right?
1 mana.
Yeah, it's 1 mana. Which is a lot more cards than you would expect it to be.
I'm so excited to be able to do this.
Serum Visions.
Oh, man. Carbot hooking us up with Mental Misstep. Counter target spell with converted mana cost 1, either paying 1 blue or 2 life. I mean, that's huge.
Awesome.
Oh,
yeah. When you're facing down a blue player that wants to play these quick cantrips and being able to just go, no.
And then
Sorry.
they'll go back with you with the no.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's super awkward.
the counter wars.
Everybody's at 14 on turn 1, fighting over a ponder.
Hmm.
So we understand what Delver's trying to do. Play Delver of Secrets, get it to flip,
Mm-hmm.
Control the board a little bit and control what you're playing. What is Dragonstorm trying to do then?
Okay, so Dragonstorm, it's similar to regular Storm in the fact that you're playing a lot of spells in one turn, creating a bunch of mana, and then you've got cards, instead of Grape Shot and the Storm cards that you would generally see, you've got a card called Dragonstorm, which, correct me if I'm wrong, it's you search your library for a dragon and put it into play, and it has Storm
Yes.
for
Mhm.
dragon permanent.
Okay, so a red and 8 colorless is what we're looking at.
Yes,
Sorcery.
it's super expensive.
All right. Search your library for a dragon permanent card and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library,
Mhm.
and then Storm, obviously. So yeah, that's really gross.
Yeah. So you're like, hey, I want to play all these awesome dragons. So what kind of dragons are we expecting Jamie to be trying to dig into here?
All right, so you've got 4 Bugarden Hellkites.
We're gonna run with it.
We're gonna run with it.
Cool.
However I want to say it. And I'm actually not familiar with what that does.
No worries, dude, because
Like I
this
said,
card bot is gonna be
our friend.
Bogarden Hellkite. Nailed it.
There it is.
Bam.
Deals 5 damage. Okay.
Oh, okay.
ETB, deal 5 damage divided amongst any number of target creatures and or players. Interesting.
So simple enough. You get all 4. You deal 20. They're dead.
That's,
Yeah.
There you go.
Seems like a storm deck to me.
So there's a big piece that the Dragonstorms have now that they don't normally have in regular Modern, and it's another basically mana ramp spell. Seeding Song? Is
Seething
that the
Song.
one?
Yeah. I don't
And
actually know if James is playing that though. Oh yes, of course.
That's like,
yeah,
'cause I
I
think
guess
it
that
gives
would
you
be
it gives you 5 red, I think,
for 3.
for 3.
And then you also get Rite of Flame as well.
Oh, right, a
Which-
flame.
Gives you, it's 1 red. It gives you 2 red, and then an additional red for each other Rite of Flame in your graveyard.
That's a legacy staple, right?
Yeah,
Rite
it
of
sees-
Flame.
It does see play in the Charbelcher decks.
And Jamie is not
Oh,
having
man.
much fun with his
Gosh, down to 5.
mulligan.
And Taylor,
It's like-
Taylor's sitting at a comfortable 7 cards. He's got a couple islands.
I think I saw a Ponder.
All right, so he's already set up. He's ready to go.
Island Ponder, that's all you need.
So yeah, how's the mana base then for this Delver deck? Do we have all like the shocks and the fetches like we're used to for regular Modern, or can they get away with like more basics and stuff now with the Ponders and the Preordains in there?
Well, he definitely playing a lot of fetches. I think he's got 10 fetches in there. He's really not playing that many lands to begin with. You only need 19
Okay.
because of all the cantrips. You really just don't need that many lands because you'll hit them. You only need 1 land to play a Delver anyway, for example.
There he is.
The best play in this deck.
Delver of Secrets on turn 1. Blind flip.
Oh, it always does.
And
Off of a lightning bolt, too.
what a nice guy.
That is not what Jamie wants to see at all.
Insectile Aberration. Scalding Tarn.
Beats for 3.
Beats for 3. Chris, you're about to get all the secrets, my friend.
Oh, man.
Look at this. This is...
This is neat.
That's a word for it.
Oh yeah, it's the bane of our existence.
There
Preordain.
it is.
Scry 2.
Oh, he doesn't like either of them.
Draw a card.
Mountain? Oh, a Blood Moon.
Oh, main board Blood
something,
Moon.
That was something saucy that Taylor put in his main board because he figured that everybody was going to be greedy. Because, I mean, you're getting a format that nobody plays, really, so everybody's going to try to do a bunch of crazy stuff with all their non-basics.
Jamie says, I'm going to pay 2 life. Jackson Probe. What else you got? Mental Misstep. Couple land cards.
I'll take
Blood
that.
Moon. Couple lightning bolts. Wow. Yeah. Jeez. I wish we could take something here. Jamie looks like he's got a Simeon in hand.
Well, I like the Simeon. Helps him be able to start casting some of his ramps, but if he's got nothing to ramp into and no ways to draw cards, then it's kind of stuck. Like, well, I guess I'm going to take some more damage off the Delver.
And the problem with the Dragonstorm deck, too, at least Jamie's version, he's not running a lot of cantrips. So he's just relying on what he has in his hand to be able to win the game for him.
Interesting. Hey, look. It's our co-host.
Hey, yeah, I got yelled at. I stopped watching the matches after Brett yelled at me.
You're
So-
not allowed to do that.
So I'm sitting here playing in this event, and I see Chris is over here, and he's looking. I'm like, whoa, dude, you're gonna be hosting this event later. You gotta,
No spoilers.
you cannot know what's happening.
If it's any consolation, I do not remember at all what happened.
And that's kind of the thing that we do here at Modern Magic Mondays, guys. Is we record these at the event, and then whenever we can put them up, we will come out, sit down, and commentate over them without any prior knowledge. So whether it's a special event like this No Ban Modern, or if it's our normal Monday stream, you will always know that it's going to be a surprise to us, just like it's a surprise to you.
And we have another IQ coming up.
True.
Yeah, we do.
September 18th.
Here's an island. Putting Jamie to 12,
Because
right?
he forgot to
Okay.
spin for the Gataxian.
Alright. We're just making sure we're keeping each other honest here. We don't want any missteps with Gataxian.
Mental missteps.
Alright, so yep, so Seething Song, couple Simians, Rite of Flame.
Alright, so Chris, this
Yes.
is your first time casting with us.
That it is.
And I ask Brett every time, what do you think
Welcome.
of the basics that we're seeing out of Jamie tonight?
Rite of Flame.
Well, they certainly don't match.
Take
I'm sure he went to the land box and grabbed however many mountains
the
he has in his
mountains.
deck and then put them in sleeves. I do not like it. I like them to match.
Okay. So you're more of a fan of
I
what
am.
Taylor's got going on here? The
Yes.
foils?
Huge fan of those Lorwyn foils. Super pretty.
Taylor gonna pay 2 life for that mental misstep.
There it is. The first mental misstep of the day.
Bringing the beats again.
Go ahead and stop Jamie's Rite of Flame.
Putting him to 9. See, that's now we're getting in a scary place for Jamie because he knows Taylor has 2 lightning bolts in his hand.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got a dragon now.
I
Is
believe that should be the Book Garden.
Okay, so he's actually got the Hellkite in hand.
Mm-hmm. Just nothing else.
So 1, 2, 3.
5,
We're gonna use 1.
7.
I think we're at 7. So he was close. He is close.
Mm-hmm. There's a card. Another Gataxian probe. Fires another probe off.
Nice guy, Jamie, keeping the life totals together for us.
Taylor's also got a
Ooh.
young Pyromancer.
Oh.
Oh man.
Young Pyromancer. Tetradamus in chat saying Dragonstorm doesn't seem like a good deck in a format like this. But maybe that's me. What do you guys think?
I think I agree a little bit. I think it's hard to say really what is good in the format because you just don't know that much about it. It's not common.
It just feels wide open.
It is
Like,
super.
you know, everything is playable.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of nonsense can you just put together?
I think a regular Storm might be a little more consistent compared to Dragonstorm, but Dragonstorm's a little more all in. I'm gonna win right this second. You can't really stop me.
Yeah, so Jamie's just going to scoop it up. He says, I know you have 2 lightning bolts in hand. That's no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does have that surprise factor if you can get it off kind of thing. Oh, but here I'm going to ramp up, and now you're dead. I played all these dragons.
Yeah.
But it is very all in, and with the mental missteps and stuff like that, you can disrupt it. So I don't know if that's something that Jamie planned for is running into a bunch of Delta players, or because I feel like we're probably going to see a decent amount. Storm's going to be one of the things, but let's see. We got sideboards coming up here.
Yep. And Chris,
Ew.
first time, what would you like to read off for your sideboard? The Dragonstorm deck or the Delver
I'll
deck?
do the Dragonstorm deck
Okay.
because I really liked Jamie's sideboard.
Go for it.
So he went with 1 Progenitus, 4 Raging Goblin, 4 Blazing Shoal, 2 Greater Gargadons, 2 Lightning Berserkers, an Apostle's Blessing, and a Painfire. So Jamie basically took his sideboard and said, I'm going to sideboard into a whole different deck.
Mm-hmm.
He takes out the dragons, he puts in a bunch of haste guys, Blazing Shoals, and Progenitus. completely
Says,
changes
"I'm
up the
going to
plan.
kill you
Yes,
with this."
it's coming. So what do you think he's gonna bring in against Taylor in this Delver deck?
I think he's gonna bring in the all the aggressive, hasty stuff. Just
Okay.
to try to
So
get
switch it
Taylor.
up to that Progenitus.
Yeah,
with
because
Blazing Shoal style.
Taylor's not going to expect it. He's probably going to decide his lightning bolts out
Mm.
or some number of lightning bolts because he just don't need them. And Jamie's going to play a 1/1 with haste and swing for 10.
Got him.
Oh, am I reading the
Oh,
Delver
yeah.
player?
Let's go.
Okay, so we've got 4 Nyx. I don't know what Nyx is.
Oh,
I got you.
That card is great.
All right. So when we're pulling that up to find out what Nyx is, he also got 3 Hercules Recall, 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor, 1 Electrickery,
Oh.
1 Smash to Smithereens, 2 Relic of Progenitus, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Grim Lavamancer, 1 Fork Ball. So what's Nyx?
Instant 1 blue. Counter target spell if no mana was spent to cast it.
Ooh, cool.
So just think about all the counter wars when you feel so good, you're just like, mental misstep. Nyx.
Ew.
Oh.
Whoops.
I guess that works.
Mhm.
So what's he bringing in? Come on, dude. No Man Modern, let's go.
No Man Modern, I don't see anything in his list that I'm like, yeah, this seems like this will help you against Dragonstorm. Like you know that you're playing Dragonstorm because you got to Gitaxian Pro, you saw Dragon in his hand, you saw the Seething Song. So I guess you have an idea, oh, he's going to ramp into that. But looking at his stuff, it's kind of built to deal with other decks.
Sure.
Like even the Nyx, I don't think he's going to bring in like
No, all of Jamie's cantrips cost 1.
yeah, like there's
Mana.
nothing in here that he really is seeing.
I think maybe an argument for Relic, just knowing Storm and Modern plays
Past in Flames.
Past in
and you
Flames,
can
yeah.
Yep.
Mess with them that way.
Oh, it does hit the Rite of Flame.
It does, yeah.
If you bring
that's
in
a
the
good point.
Relic,
Okay, so you can maybe say Lightning Bolts out for Relics.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because there's no creatures until the dragons come out. And at that point,
You're not going to lightning bolt an 8/8.
no.
You can.
Yeah.
It's not going to go your way.
It's not very effective, but all right. So we'll go ahead. They're shuffling up. We'll see what sort of spiciness they're going to bring in for the second game. Let's take a look at our poll here.
Yeah, get those votes in if you haven't, guys.
We got results. We got things. 1 vote for Delver. So far.
So far.
Now, do other Dragonstorm decks run other dragon creature spells?
Yes, there are 2 others. There's the Hellkite Overlord and the Karthus Tyrant of Jund.
Okay.
Again, not actually sure what either of those do.
Let's check it out.
We can find out.
This card bot is going to be used and abused by the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell.
Yeah, I did some of my research before I came here, trying to learn what some of the cards do. Totally forgot about Dragon Sword.
So, black, red, green, and 4 colorless. Wow. 8/8 flyer, trample haste. Gets +1/+0, fire breathing basically. And then you can pay a black and a green and regenerate it.
I think that card is in Holly's Dragon Commander deck.
Oh!
now that you've said the description.
Now that you've read it. And then we have Karthus, Tyrant, a 7/7 flyer with haste. Okay, so they're all hasty dragons.
Gain control of all dragons.
Then untap all. Wow, other dragon creatures you control have haste. What a nice guy.
So just an extra burst of power.
Yeah. All right, so here's hoping we're going to see some dragons. Because
Or
we
a
all-
Blazing Shoal win.
Oh,
that would
that's
be
true.
sweet too.
Yeah.
Because that is another deck that is available too in the no ban is the Blazing Shoal Infect deck.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
Which if I was going to play,
Get out of here.
that's what I was going to play.
We're not talking about
But I was
Infect.
not here for this event, so
You know,
I couldn't do that.
We're not even interested. We got Misty Rainforest, Mountain, Gitaxian Probe for Taylor. Don't come in here with this Infect nonsense. We got other cool
No,
stuff we could
you're
be
right.
doing.
What was I
People
thinking?
want to have fun. They don't want to die to a land on turn 2.
This seems
Now
fine.
you're dead.
Man, Blazing Shoal is significantly better in that Infect deck, considering you only need the 10 damage to kill with
Mhm.
this. The only crutch that sideboard really does have is you need to do it twice, or they need to be at 10.
Right.
Because you can only deal 10 damage with the Progenitus.
Well, I guess with like fetches and shocks and mental missteps and Gitaxian probes,
Yeah,
it could be easier, but still, it's not going to be as easy.
Yo, Dubstag 1987 with the follow. Thank you so much, dude.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying this stream. So Taylor going to 6. I think Jamie went to 6 as well.
I believe so.
Yeah, 6 cards.
Taylor's got some
Scalding Tarn,
lands.
Lightning
Oh,
Bolt.
so
Ooh,
he brought
Jace the
Jace.
Mind
He brought
Sculptor.
Jace the Mind Sculptor in.
I guess
Come
well,
on.
because Jamie was pretty slow with doing stuff, not really making stuff happen. So I guess you would feel comfortable being like, all right, I can get Jace online and give myself a little bit more advantage out of it.
Absolutely. And just fate sealing him out of the game.
6 cards. Scalding Tarn for Taylor. Passes the turn. Mountain.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Are we
Turbo
going to
play?
see it?
Yeah, he's got a couple of tricks.
Now it's the
Seething?
decision-making time.
Hey,
Oh,
there it is.
Lightning Berserker.
Everybody's favorite standard card a year ago.
1/1. Okay, so
It's
he
a-
just cast it. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't
He didn't
dash
dash it out. Okay,
So just a 1/1 fire breather.
gotcha. Taylor going to 19. Now, Jamie, we know about. We've seen him on camera. We've seen him a lot of the time throughout our travels here. But Taylor, at least to me, is a new face.
Yes.
And so, can you give us a little background on Taylor?
So Taylor, I've known him since high school. He's one of my good friends from back home in Bel Air, Maryland. And he was just visiting for the weekend, just hanging out, and it just so happened that this tournament was happening that weekend, so we sleeved him up a deck. He wanted to play Delver. And then he rolled with it. He doesn't play too much Magic in his free
Okay.
time. But he watches and just reads more coverage, more content than anybody I've ever met.
Oh my.
So he knows a lot about the game, he just doesn't play it that much.
Okay, all right. And as we're learning more about Taylor, things have happened to Pyretic Ritual.
Right. I missed that. Oh, it's the Ignite Memories, is what Jamie cast. So he's going to reveal a card at random from his hand X amount of times for Storm, and then it deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to Taylor.
Oh.
So he
So
ramped
one-
into it.
2, 3, 4. Storm
Yeah.
count 4.
Mm-hmm. So
So the first one was a whiff.
yeah, first one was a Misty. So there's 1 damage. Taylor also has that Jace the Mind Sculptor in his
Yes,
hand, so
that's
that
Oh
could be bad.
My. 18.
And Lightning Bolt again.
Okay, all right.
So
So we
Taylor's
got
looking
one
pretty safe.
One more flip. And Jace!
Oh my.
Oh god, I don't know if Jamie knows about the Jace. I don't think he does. I don't think he's looked at his hand.
Oh, okay, all right. So
It's called Tarn. Freebies.
I must have
Or
been.
was this what
Storm
did he do at
5?
5?
Oh, and another Scalding Tarn.
yep.
So it could have been a lot worse.
So he draws a young Pyromancer. And it looks like he's... Yep, let's just go ahead and
James.
deploy that guy. He seems okay.
Plays his land.
And Jamie
Jamie's-
dumped his hand to be able to do that last turn,
Wow.
hoping for something. And he's like, oh, that Jace was in there the whole time?
Oh, dang it. I kept seeing that Scalding Tarn. Now that Jamie has dumped his hand, though, clearly Taylor is now in the driver's seat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's a slow clock, but
Man, he's got so much time and nothing to worry about really.
right.
'Cause Jamie needs a lot of cards in his hand to actually win the game. He shocks himself.
Just wants to be able to use that lightning bolt, get
Go
Jamie
ahead.
down a little bit more. Here's an elemental token.
Get more of a clock
Yeah,
going.
speeding
Yeah.
it up significantly.
Yo, Muscles, what's going on, dude? To folk.
Boom to folk.
Here's the elemental.
He's a goblin.
Oh.
but it's supposed to be an 1/1.
We tried. We tried.
1/1 elemental
It's close. It's close enough. It's the same
Yeah.
color.
Crash.
gets the point across.
I think we're about to see a Jace. Ooh.
So Jamie discarded his hand to deal 2 damage.
Yeah.
Seems strong. Sometimes that happens. Taylor gonna go to 13 off that Misty Rainforest fetch.
He's gonna slam Jace the Mind Sculptor.
So for anyone that's been living under a rock, don't worry, I got you.
How could you not know what this card does?
2 blue, 2 colorless, loyalty 3. +2, look at the top card of the target player's library. You may put that card on the bottom of that player's library. 0, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library. Also, brainstorm. Okay. And then -1, return target creature. Wow. -12, exile all cards from the target player's library. Then that player shuffles. Wow. Jeez. There's a reason why he's banned, I guess.
And we revealed a lovely treasure cruise from that Gataxian probe.
Nice.
There's on a stretch of broken cards.
Make blue great again.
Please. Ponder's or not Ponder. Seer Visions is not good. Please bring back Ponder. Or something. I'll take anything.
I'm okay with Preordain.
I'll take Preordain.
Yeah, Preordain's fine. Scry 2. That's not broken.
Nah.
Bring back Treasure Cruise.
Bring back.
Well,
That was a great modern season.
well.
Everybody was playing Blue Red
It's like,
Delver.
you know,
And Jamie just says,
Speeds it
yep,
up.
you got it.
He's
In the face of a Delver, a Pyromancer, and Jace the Mind Sculptor, Taylor's going to take that against Dragonstorm. 2-0.
Power of Delver getting there.
Man.
And then, I mean, the big thing was Jamie playing 5 cards to deal 2 damage.
yeah, that was
Like,
Yeah.
definitely, that was definitely
I mean-
the turning point.
So, that's a terrible idea.
Get
No,
out.
okay, so what was he hoping to hit with that Ignite Memories? If he knows that Taylor's on Delver, what is... I mean, if you're
Honestly,
trying to deal
God.
damage...
I mean, you really can't expect much.
No, I mean, with Delver, like, you're thinking it's most of the time, the most expensive stuff is going to be like 2 costs.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
young Pyromancer, like Snapcaster or something like that, but majority of the stuff is 1.
mhm.
Like those Ponders, Preordains, Lightning Bolts, Delver's 1, Mental
Misstep.
Misstep is 1.
Yeah.
So, 5 damage
Like,
or 5
really?
cards to do all that is not much hope. So,
Definitely, like, I mean, you can hit the Treasure Cruise. That's
okay,
one thing
that's
that
yeah.
he would knows about that Taylor had.
Yeah.
And he didn't know about the Jace, but he was, I mean, hoping to hit that as well. That would have been a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ignite Memories just doesn't seem too great against Delver because it's the variance of them having all these 1-drops. You can storm for 20 and deal 15 damage.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he could have waited even too, a few extra turns.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he wasn't really in a situation that he needed to go off.
No, there was no panic mode at that point in time.
Not a lot of
Like,
pressure now.
I don't know. Maybe being down a game, he's just like, all right, hope maybe I can get a good luck here and just turn the tide.
Yeah,
kind
he
of
did.
thing.
He did have 5 cards in his hand and hadn't played much, so maybe he thought he had a Treasure Cruise. He was just going on the guess, pretty much.
So this is what's funny, is I feel like I'm in the dark right now.
Oh,
Like,
not-
because you know
With-
every Monday, Nan and I come out here and we pretty much know what's going on in Modern. That is our format of choice. But with this No Man Modern, it's like it's completely open. And there's just no idea about what it is we can
exciting.
see. It is exciting, but then also it's kind of terrifying.
Yes,
Because,
it's
we're going
more
we're going-
terrifying than exciting.
Yeah, just maybe just a little bit. It could be the neuroses in me. But let's go ahead and hop over to round 2, and we've got everyone's favorite Modern deck from about 3 months ago.
Oh boy,
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
we didn't get tired of that deck at all.
No, we did not. And then
is
we
it getting cold in here? Is that
yep. As well as it really because you don't have a beard. Oh man, muscles, dude.
Got him.
Dude, muscles. All right. Let's get over here because we've seen this match once before.